Howdy, it's Jim Morado, and this is late September 2022. We are in the Alaska State Capitol building in Juneau, and this video is about 10 minutes long, and I kid you not, you can probably tour the whole Capitol in about that time. I did cut out a tiny amount, but yeah, this is and it's reputed to be the one of the simplest capitals around. I felt like I was in more of an average business building instead of in the capital, but it was still very nice. And the good people of Alaska have it all open, so you can check it out. And yeah, actually, they give you a little brochure. You do a self-guided tour, and in fact, I think I'm just going to read this to you as we do our tour. We wanted to keep it quick, though. We had some people we had to meet. I was about the only one that really wanted to go do the Capitol, so I knew I kind of had to do the rush job. But anyway, let me just tell you about the Capitol. Welcome. The Capitol building in Alaska has served as the symbol and seat of government for more than 85 years and continues to be a working capitol today. The building was completed in 1931 to serve as a territorial and federal building. Cost of the land and building was approximately $1 million. When Alaska became a state in 1959, the building was given to the state to serve as our capital. In January 2017, a 4-year, $36 million renovation to the Capitol was completed. The renovations were necessary in order to retrofit the structure to resist seismic forces, improve energy efficiency, replace the original heating system, and restore the Art Deco exterior to its 1931 grandeur. The lobby. The marble used in the lobby and throughout the building is Tokene and Gravina marble. The marble came from Prince of Wales Island, located just south of Juneau, near Ketchikan. The bust of an Elizabeth Wanamaker Peratrovich, an Alaskan native from Petersburg, whose testimony before the 17th Territorial Legislature split the opposition and allowed the Alaska Civil Rights Act of 1945 to pass. The artwork depicting the life in the 1930s are stone-fired clay murals of Joan Bugby Jackson, an artist from Cordova. Harvest of the Sea shows fishermen on the Alaska coastal waters, and Harvest of the Land depicts Alaska natives hunting in interior Alaska. On the first floor, this area is primarily for legislative offices and is not part of the tour. Okay. Also, the fourth floor is closed off, but we'll still see 1, 2, 3, and 5 as we walk around. Again, though, this just seemed more to me like a local courthouse or a local business office. I know I peeked in a couple of areas and I saw their, copy machine. I saw their coffee maker. It was almost like you kind of almost felt like you could just go and help yourself to some coffee. Don't do that. But I mean, it had a very casual feel. In fact, I think the whole time we were here, we bumped into 2 other people that were touring the Capitol, probably on a cruise ship also. And then I believe I saw 2 other people working here. I think there was one person in there, so I didn't peek around too much. But yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't what I've come to see at other Capitol buildings. There was no formal tour or anything like that. It was just kind of, hey, go walk around. So that's what we did. And again, the place is very, very open. I'm sure there were security cameras and stuff, but it just had a very casual feel. There were no metal detectors or anything like that when you walked in. And there's a little write-up on the flag on the back. In 1926, Alaska students, grades 7 through 12, participated in a contest to design the territorial flag. The winning design, submitted by a 13-year-old Alaska native, Benny Benson, consisted of 8 gold stars on a blue background. The stars represent the Big Dipper or Great Bear and symbolize strength. The North Star depicted future statehood. In 1927, the design was adopted as the official flag for the territory of Alaska. In 1959, the drafters of the Alaska Constitution stipulated that the territorial flag would become the official state flag. So that's kind of cool. But yeah, we're making our way through here. at record pace, I'm sure. A couple, I believe those were the other tourists up there. And this might be off a little bit, but I'll just go ahead and keep reading, even if the floors don't match up with what we're doing. On the second floor, black and white photographs from the Winter and Pond collection are visible throughout this floor. The two busts are of the first U.S. senators from Alaska, Ernest Gruening and Bob Bartlett. Turn right from the elevators and proceed to the Firing Camp Committee Room. The portrait is of a former state senator, Betty Camp. The earrings under the portrait were worn by her during Senate floor sessions and mean in one ear and out the other. On the wall to the left is the seal of the state of Alaska, which is made of gold nuggets. The Butrovich Committee Room is down the hall, and information about the room is available on a plaque outside the entrance. The audio teleconference equipment allows citizen participation from across the state. At the end of the hall are Senate chambers. The handles on the doors leading into the chambers are hand-cast brass and totemic design representing an eagle, a whale, and a bear. Enter the public gallery to view the chambers. The state legislature... Oh, by the way, they were conserving energy here, obviously, by the way. The state legislature has 20 senators who serve 4-year terms. 90-day legislative sessions are held annually beginning in January and ending in April. This room serves as the Territorial Senate chamber. Since statehood, this room, I think they're talking about the Speaker's chambers, has been used by the Speaker of the House of Representatives as an office and as a meeting room for the House majority. The hand-stenciled ceiling dates back to the original construction of the building and is representative of the 1930s. The House of Representatives meet in the chamber located at the end of the hall. 40 representatives serve in the House for 2-year terms. Our 40 representatives and 20 senators serve a state population of 731,000. The third floor, the offices of the governor and lieutenant governor are on this floor. Alaska natives from Haines carved 2 of the hallway doors from black birch. The carvings depict Alaska's major industries. The map of Alaska was cut from a piece of the 48-inch pipe used to construct the Trans-Alaska Pipeline. The weld represents the 800-mile route, the pipeline from Prudhoe Bay to Valdez. Down the hall towards the Lieutenant Governor's office is the Hall of Governors, which has photos of both territorial and state governors and lieutenant governors. The fourth floor, this area is primarily for legislative offices and is not part of the tour. And then the fifth floor, as you leave the elevators, you will see 4 panels with pictures representing the judicial districts of territorial Alaska and a map of Alaska superimposed over the contiguous United States. Turn left from the elevators and proceed to the end of the hall. The Senate Finance Committee room was originally the Superior Court of Judicial District 1 and has been restored to its original look. The benches and lighting are from the original courthouse days. So yeah, I just about, with the exception of the State Song of Alaska, I just about read everything to you that's on the brochure they give you. Yeah, so anyway, there's a look at the Capitol building in Juneau. Juneau is a wonderful town, by the way. I'll put up another video of it, but it's just a gorgeous... Lots of cool little shops. Still has kind of... it's still rural-ish, though. It's... we had a really good time in Juneau, and I was glad that we got to swing by and see the Capitol, even if it was just for a very, very quick look. But yeah, there's a coffee maker. Yeah, I mean, it's just very, again, very casual. But yeah, that is the Capitol of Alaska.